In this episode of The Media Gone Crazy, they debate Kamala Harris's controversial flip-flop no policy campaign.
Economic policies are vapid. They are empty. He has nothing to say to these people.
She has no policies on her website at all. She's got more pronouns.
She's a 9
Donald
pronouns
Trump
on her website.
sits there and tells lie after lie, and he gets normalized by good people like y'all who don't call him out on his bull.
Kamala Harris has more pronouns on her website than she does policy. The only thing she has on there is donate. She's running a Seinfeld campaign. The show is about nothing.
No,
But-
absolutely.
And she's winning, right?
She's not winning, actually.
She's aided and abetted by mainstream media. If you saw the headline by a neighboring network a couple weeks ago, when Donald Trump came out with his no taxes on tips policy, all of the headlines on mainstream media were derogatory. Kamala Harris comes out with her no taxes.
Kamala
Harris comes out with her policies on no taxes on tips, which is Donald Trump's policy, by the way. All of the headlines on mainstream media were positive and glorious.
We are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips.
And eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
Now that they know she's got them in the scope, all they can do is continue to veer the subject in a different direction.
And
I guess y'all are standing up for him
different
because he
standard.
didn't say any of this today. Everything you're saying is nothing he's ever said.
Kamala's.
You had it right. You almost got it.
I will say Kamala's name any way that I want to.
No, but you mispronounce her and you also misjudge
I
her.
just did, and I'll do it again.
mispronouncing her name.
That's a
Kamala's
refusal to
policy.
acknowledge her humanity.
If I purposely mispronounced your name, that would not be appropriate.
And suddenly, this turned into the same old shameful performance. Really, how did we get from discussing Kamala Harris's policies to arguing over her difficulty pronouncing her name?
Are Joe Biden's policies. She owns
You're
it.
normalizing that kind of viciousness, man.
33 times.
But it's the-
she
You're
was the
disrespecting
deciding
her.
vote.
She was the vice
on
president,
Joe
though.
Biden's bills. She
we
was
know
33
that
times the deciding vote on Joe Biden's bills in the Senate.
She has to own them because
owns
she
it.
was his vice president. However, we all know that the vice president is not setting the policies. The president is.
Her vote did. Her vote
that's
set
why
Joe
she
Biden's
should come
policies
out
33
and tell the
times that she
American
was the
public what she
tiebreaker in
thinks
the
about
Senate.
the issues, because the American public is craving to know, is she going to pivot? Does she agree with what she said 4 years ago or not? Especially
Which
for
would
people
make
who
her a
haven't made up their.
And if she's not going to back down, calling racism is their only remaining option.
Michael.
That sounds like self-hatred and justification of white supremacy. And let me just say this, because this Congresswoman is a wonderful human being, but when you disrespect Kamala Harris by saying you will call her whatever you want, I know you don't intend it to be that way. That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
Oh, so now you're calling me a racist.
I didn't say, I just said you weren't a racist.
The truth is that the left always resorts to charges and slurs when they are losing a debate, and that is precisely what they did here. This is a great example of how to divert attention away from the real issues and the evidence that Kamala Harris has nothing to offer.
That is complete.
No, you don't have to intend racism to accomplish
you are
it.
intending that
Your
I am
disrespect
racist,
of Kamala
and
Harris
that
is part and
offensive.
parcel of a tradition of disrespect.
It's offensive,
Congresswoman,
and it's
why can't you just?
offensive.
I'm not calling you a racist. I'm
You
telling
are.
you what the
You
practice
are.
is
You
racist.
are. You absolutely
I
are.
said the practice is racist.
Let me get in here.
No, what's disgusting
That
is
is
your
disgusting.
disrespect of her.
Professor.
This gentleman said,
You know what?
I didn't know her name.
Disgusting
He's
to
trying to
women
do
is
it.
her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is, and if 25 years ago,
White women don't have the ability to tell black women who paid the price of blood to make this country what it is to tell them they're not real women.
25
They
years
care
ago,
for your babies
25
and
years ago,
respected
I
your
became
humanity.
the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina. I
So call her
fought my
name
way
right.
through it.
So pronounce her name
blood,
right.
sweat,
Let
and
me
tears.
actually
So pronounce her name
and
right.
Kamala Harris, if
Kamala,
I were a man,
You said
I
this
will
We don't call
say
you Nancy
any word that
Mace.
I want.
It's
Come on,
Kamala.
it's
You're
Kamala.
doing this
You
on
disrespect-
purpose,
I am
That's
Congresswoman.
disrespectful.
You can't expect people to
If
respect
a
your
man
service
put on
if you
a
don't
skirt and
respect
walked
hers.
that stage 25 years ago, she
You're a
would have
white
said
woman
it. She would have
disrespecting a
taken
black
that
woman. That is
achievement away from
problematic.
women.
Professor
That's
Dyson, let me get in
disgusting.
here because
That's-
I want to
that's
play
disgusting.
one more bit from Ellie.
The mainstream media, like CNN and MSNBC, knows they are only detracting from the truth by misleading and misinforming. However, when they see someone confronting them directly and pointing out their lies, like she just did, they act exactly as they just did. Call racism and divert attention from the true issue. Because when the facts are laid out in front of them, they realize they are losing. Well, the best thing to do is to turn the focus to some petty disagreement rather than admitting that Kamala Harris has no substantive policies that will better the lives of the American people. Well, this just shows you that when it comes to the mainstream media, do not expect anything but lies and propaganda.